What's going on, guys? Nate here. I have two cards to show you today. The first one is not really anything super special. It is a graded 9, but the reason I'm showing this card off today is because I'm going to show some problems that I have with this card specifically. As you can see, it is one of the metal cards. It's none other than the Charizard. I apologize for these little ink dots on my thumb. I'm clean, I promise you. It's from an ink pen that I was like cleaning the tip off of because it got real gunky. And so yeah, now it looks like I just got, a nice little dirt spot under my nail. So apologize for that. But this is the Charizard from the Ultra Premium Collection. Came out with the Celebrations UPC, and just an amazing card. I have this in a 9 because the ratio, these run about 150 to 200 bucks as of making this video. A PSA 10 goes for over 2,000 right now. So yeah, they're hard to grade, but it's not really worth it to me for this type of card to make that leap. Maybe for the long run, if I wasn't going after other goals, you can essentially buy a Poncho Pikachu card for that price range. So it doesn't make sense for me to upgrade this card. I just want to have it. PSA did upgrade their case. That is the inner sleeve that you see there. My problem that I have with these cards, I don't know if you can see it, but they're not very tight. There's almost like a wrinkle in there on one of the sleeves. You can kind of see it up here, and we actually have some paint chipping up there. So that's why these are very hard to grade. So I don't know if this would have gotten, I don't know. I feel like the card still may slide around a little bit, and it doesn't really give me a whole lot of confidence seeing that the inner package that they did to prevent that is kind of loose right there. So I don't know how I feel about these cards. I have not seen a CGC one since I had an old label CGC 9.5, and I did like that case a lot more, I feel like, but I just need to see them side by side again. Another problem I have with these, this is a card I did not grade myself, or I would have made sure this wasn't on there, but look at the M right there. Let me try to focus in here a little bit more. Maybe you guys can't even see it on camera, but it's right there on the M, kind of the left bar of the M. And yeah, you guys probably aren't even going to be able to see it, but you can tell there's like a little smudge there. Fingerprints, this is my fingerprint on the case right there. But fingerprints, just like dirt on the surface, these cards really cannot be handled by human hands without protection. Like if you have cloth gloves or something like that, you run into the factor of what if you have moisture on your hand. You just saw, my fingerprint on the surface of the PSA slab. So, no matter how hard you try, there's some water that's on the surface of your fingers. And what that does to metal in the long term is not very good for stuff like this, especially like a stainless steel or like a cheap metal. I can't imagine they took, the premium measures to prevent that from happening here, especially since we have chipping on the back of these so often. So that's something that worries me. Also in the grading process, I don't know how much or how little PSA can handle the cards. Like if they're handling the cards barehanded and get a fingerprint on there, will they take the risk of wiping it off? Or do they just really, what if you just had a giant ass fingerprint on there? I really don't think they'd go out of their way to clean it off because, that could lead to more damage to the card and a whole bunch of other things that is not worth it to them. So maybe the person who graded this card had a little fingerprint there on the M. I don't know. It's not very noticeable, but I like the card either way. And yeah, I might chase this in a 10 down the road, but we'll see. But let's move on to this card. This card is much more exciting. This is a big one, guys. This one has a brother that I picked up at the end of last year from Gem Mint Pokemon. I don't know if you saw the video for that deal or not, but let's check it out. Bam! You know it right away. We got that Luigi. Also, shout out to eBay Authenticity Guarantee. I made a complaint. A lot of people made a complaint. It was very high quality boxes, but they came with like a magnetic strip where you like couldn't really recycle them. It looks like they pretty much went full recyclable here. Oh, that's kind of funny. So yeah, this is a brand new, PSA sleeve, and they just left this in. They, maybe they figured I want that too. So yeah, these are really good to send cards out. Looks like this is all recyclable now, so that's nice. So yeah, very nice that they updated their packaging for that, especially since the volume of cards they do. But yeah, let's get this out of here and check out this card. So yeah, bam, there we have it. Oh man, it looks nice. So excited to have this card to go with my Mario. And as always, void if damage. This card is not authentic if we break the seal, so let's check it out. Oops, not authentic. So yeah, as always, they still haven't fixed their sticker problem. I mean, look at that. Hey, it's authentic again. So yeah, you can, some of these I've had come off like pretty rough, but I mean, look at that. You can just take it off, no problem. And there you have it. So still need some work on there if they want to make that a thing. It's just like a normal cheap PSA sleeve that they just slap that on there. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, look at this, guys. Nice clean slab. Sometimes they have little surface scratches on the slab itself, so I might have to buff those out a little bit. If I do, I need to make a video out of that, because there's some stuff you can put on the slab, just kind of like shining a car. You can buff PSA case scratches out, so that's maybe a future video. But yeah, very happy with this card. It is slightly, I would say slightly off center, but now that I look at it, I don't know, maybe slightly shifted that way. So it isn't a absolute, black label potential. But it honestly doesn't look that bad now. I think it just looked worse because the card was slid in the case. I don't know if you can hear that. There you go. But the card, sometimes this happens with PSA cases, in any case really. The card is slightly loose in there, but here you have it, guys. PSA 10 Luigi Pikachu from the Luigi Special Box from 2016. What a time for promos, right? I mean, they're just top of the line promos. Even the Scream collabs, they were good, but something about Mario and Luigi. I mean, we will probably never have another collab like this just because of the craziness. I mean, just look at Van Gogh, all the craziness that happened, and there's more reprints coming. So I think the days of promos like this are going to be much different, and these are going to hold a special place in the hobby, no doubt. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.